Welcome back to the... fuck it.
It's 106 miles to Chicago. We got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
Welcome back to the Blues Brothers Minute. This is that show you like where we discuss the film The Blues Brothers, 2 minutes at a time. My name is Tom Taylor, and over here is my friend Mike DeMaria.
Yep. Yeah. Hello.
Yeah. You know, that's your cue to greet people and say hello and be charming and gentlemanly.
Frisco.
There you go. A little spring in your step. Over here, too, we've got Dan Lewis. Welcome, Dan. They're all pretty good.
Think about what you're trying to do to me.
As you can tell from Dan's caterwauling, this episode, we're going to be talking about the full musical number of Think, performed by Aretha Franklin and some random restaurant patrons. These sets of minutes begin with Mrs. Murphy, as she's billed, reminding McIntyre Murphy that he's with her now, and he tells her to shut up. And then we get maybe the best musical number in any movie that has ever been, any musical, anything ever. And don't argue with me. It's a fact. Name me a better musical number than this. That's not in this movie.
Well,
it might be one in this movie. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I think
I
that's
don't
it.
think so.
I can't.
Well, there is because we've had a lot of dialogue going on here, but there's a point in this movie when you can hear like before the music starts, where you can hear like the needle going down on the record, like, okay, the song's about to start.
Yeah.
Do you know when that's queued up? Can you feel when it's queued up? It's during dialogue.
You better think about.
That's it right there. You better think about what you're saying.
Yeah.
When she says that, you better think about what you're saying. That's like right there. The needle
think
goes
about
down
the consequences of your actions.
Yeah, because shut up, woman. It like sets the sequence down. It's like as soon as she says that, it's like becomes the music video. You know what I mean?
You can feel it.
Yeah.
What is
You get
that?
it?
I don't know what it is, but I agree with you. What are you feeling there?
Mm-hmm.
No, it's like because you're listening. It's a movie. You're watching a movie. There's dialogue, but the minute she turns, so you better think about it. It's like this just shifted to a music video.
Yeah.
Is that because you're familiar
shifted.
with the song and she almost just did the lyrics of the song, and so you can feel it coming on?
The cadence changes.
Yeah, something there is cueing you in because I totally feel what not only because of Mike's suggestion, but I felt that before watching.
Because even the way he answers, it's in time, so it's almost like he's a better actor
Right.
because now it's set to like a musical time signature. You better think about what you're saying. You better think about the consequences. Oh, shut up, woman. You better think. So it's like
it's like those two lines are even like on the single. It's a different recording. It's not like them
and
acting
that's exactly
in the
what
scene.
I
It's like
meant.
Van
That's
Halen.
exactly what I meant by saying it's the needle drops on the record right there.
That's funny.
It's not funny. It's right. It's true. It makes sense.
I laugh through appreciation and recognition and stuff. So yes,
because it's literally the time signature. It's literally we just went through a couple bars of it. Because if you listen to the rhythm, it's different from anything else in that whole scene.
Yeah.
You better think
and it's
about
also
it.
just like an awkward thing to say. You better think about the consequences of your act. It sounds like it's more, I don't know, formal or something. It's not like a very natural thing to say. It's so it sounds like something else is coming on. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a bit too formulated or I don't know.
Well, it's a lyric.
I'm not judging it. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
It's like a setup. It's a setup to a musical number, and it's part of the musical number.
Right.
Because it's the cadence is, you better think about it. You better think about the consequences of your actions. Oh, shut up, woman. You better think. It's all packaged neatly.
Yeah. Okay, before we get too into the song, which is fantastic, there's a when he says, but baby, this is the Blues Brothers. And she goes, the Blues Brothers. And every single time she does it, every time I see the movie, I think that she's reacting to the idea of these two, Hasidic diamond merchant CIA guys being associated with the blues at all. That she's laughing at that, but she's like, fool, they still owe you money. Like, that's what she's laughing at. Or maybe it's both. I don't even know.
She's laughing that they would call themselves the Blues Brothers.
Exactly. Yeah.
And
that
she also
anybody
happens to
would
know
call
that
these guys the
those
Blues
two
Brothers.
individuals, no matter what you call them, owe him money.
Right.
Right.
But
Yeah.
the way she reacts, though, she gives you a taste of her voice. Like her singing voice, the power of her voice comes out in the way she says the Blues Brothers. You could hear her voice you could hear her voice echoing off the walls in the room.
Yeah.
Yeah, the pipes are starting to get like primed up.
Yeah.
Those pipes.
And then one of the most exciting moments in any movie, it gives me chills every single time, and I don't exactly know why. It's the same reason I don't know why I cry during The Incredibles. But she goes, "You better think." And then there's the three women at the bar, at the counter, and they're immediately just in. I know that's how like musicals work. Musical numbers is like no logic to it. Just people just automatically know a dance and know the song and stuff. But just the fact that they've just been sitting there and haven't noticed them at all. But the second she says think, they leap into action and they become background singers.
Tom,
it's incredible.
I get douche pimples at exactly the same time. Exactly the same.
That's awesome. It's exciting. That's what it goddamn is. It's exciting.
It's all timing. It's all timing.
It is.
You're right.
John Landis and his editor have a gift, and there's a really weird, awesome like tightness and spot onness to the way things are timed in his movies, and that's just a perfect example.
Yeah, like people's deaths timed perfectly.
He knows exactly when to drop a helicopter on somebody.
On somebody's head.
That's terrible.
Right.
Yeah, he was never going to come on the show. You know what I relearn and forget all the time? That Jennifer Jason Leigh is Vic Morrow's daughter.
Oh yeah.
See?
I think when I was reading about that whole death, I sort of uncovered that, and I was really surprised there. Because isn't she also? Oh, never mind. She's related. It's him and somebody else famous, isn't it?
If only I could look it up on the computer.
Anyway, it doesn't really matter.
It doesn't. It's a total aside. But anyway, no matter what manslaughter we might be involved in, he's a good filmmaker.
Well, there's also another good part of this is that you go from a movie scene to having that leap up, that beginning of a musical number, but the rest of the diner are reacting like as if they don't even see it or hear it.
At first,
At first, yeah. So there's this because they're just sitting there with their backs turned and they're going about their. But you can even see some people just talking. So there's a suspension of, I don't know what the fuck's so funny about what I'm saying.
I'm enjoying it. I like the movie and I like the scene. It makes me laugh because I'm happy.
Take a different tone with me, my friend. Take a different tone.
Hey, whoa.
Oh. Give us a drink. Give us a drink.
Oh, get over here. You prick you. I've known you all my life.
Nobody went up there and told you. I laugh sometimes when I'm enjoying stuff.
Yeah,
no more shines, Tom. No more shines.
You've been up there for a long time. Nobody went up and told you.
No more shines. I don't shine no shoes.
Keep them here. Keep them laughing.
No, but as I'm trying to say, there's like a suspension of disbelief in that. It's like a magical realism. That they're up there doing that song and dance, but it's not really happening. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And it's like, because that's a good point, because I always notice the Blues Brothers sitting there. They're just sort of like observing it for most of the song.
You guys keep talking for a second. I got to go turn the shower on.
All right. Okay.
Get us a drink.
This will
requires a wrench to turn it on at the transitional place for singles.
He knows the secret combination.
Yeah. You can't just...
But no, like Jake and Elwood are just sitting there, like observing this whole thing, which is weird because we've already seen them like leap into action into other, musical numbers and stuff. But here they're just sitting it out for most of the time.
Right. Yeah, they're just kind of chilling.
Yeah. And almost like there's one point where like Matt gets over to Jake and it looks like they're about to talk to each other, but then like she gets back in on him. And so like, they kind of like, oh, geez, never mind,
Yeah, they're like.
And then like a couple minutes later, there's this awesome moment where like it's hard to describe, but Aretha Franklin kind of gets in with the three background singers.
Yeah.
And they're doing the sort of like line thing. You know exactly what I'm talking about. They're doing this line thing and the camera's pulling back and all of a sudden Jake and Elwood are just there. They're part of it. Like out of nowhere. And they barely care. They're being super casual about it and they're just there. I
Well, first
love that.
they're like a little bit embarrassed because there's an argument occurring between a husband and a wife, and so they kind of look away. That they give this look oh boy, I don't want to hear, oh boy, I don't want to hear any of that. And eventually they have to get into it because it's just too damn good. It's like they're drawn into it and they have to do it. They're compelled to do so, and I love that.
Yeah, but they're also emotionless while they're doing it. Like
yeah. We were saying last time that like there's something very just like kind of straight man about them, about both of them for most of the movie, and that's exactly what's going on here too. It's just sort of like, they're just there, like, oh yeah, of course we're dancing to this thing. This is awesome. We're enjoying it, but we don't have to like make a big deal about it. We're just sort of doing it.
Yeah.
Now I've seen this movie, many, many times over the years, and a lot of times I'd watch. It would be on when I'm sitting there with my sister, and growing up.
Mm-hmm.
And this scene, she'd always like just go like hysterical about the same thing. She would always it's Aretha's slippers, like just make her like very happy and just excited. She's like, oh my, they're pink slippers, and she just starts laughing.
The slippers are really weird.
Well, but it's like she's a waitress and she's wearing like her pink slippers.
Yeah.
And for some reason, it would just bust my sister up when we were younger. But then, like even now, if I just went over to her house and we haven't talked about this, I just put that movie on, she would react the same exact way to that scene. It would just be the slippers, and she would just be hysterical. And it's almost like it'd be like the first time she notices it every single time she sees it.
Yeah, these are the pink slippers that Aretha Franklin is wearing at work, which are like bedtime slippers. They're not the type of thing you wear out and about on the town.
Yeah, and that's the
This might be like I'm going to be on my feet all day behind the counter. I want my comfy slippers on, sort of thing. But then she does a musical number in them because she's awesome.
How do you feel when Blue takes that hair out of that hairnet?
Oh man,
shake.
I just fear for my chicken tenders at that point.
Yeah. And the camera angle, because the camera's low looking up at him, and he kind of like just shakes his head like a like a woman coming out of the shower.
Yeah, it looks like a Prel commercial.
Yeah.
Right. He squeezed one from flat to fluffy.
Yeah, he's doing like a come hither look, and I want no part of it.
Right. The hair looks so thick and manageable.
Yeah. So does his mustache hair too.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's how he saves Christmas. He pulls his hair out and just kind of shakes it around.
We talked about it before. He basically just looks like a member of the Dr. Teeth and the Electric Mayhem.
He does. Or Supertramp. Either one.
Sure. Same thing. Same band, actually.
Don't you look at my girlfriend.
Yeah, when he takes that hairnet off, you know that the saxophone's coming soon.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
You
know it's time for a ripping sax solo.
Yeah. Like he's going to get up on that counter and do a little stroll up and down the lunch counter.
Right.
Yeah. It's funny that the arrival of the Blues Brothers didn't get him out of the kitchen, but then, once the music is going, he's
that's driven by fights that McIntyre Murphy and Mrs. Murphy have. So
yeah,
it's time to play a song for every fight.
It seems like Blue Lou has been traumatized working there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he knows where to just keep his head down.
He's like a beaten dog, and that that she's probably put him in his place constantly there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why so Blue Lou?
And he knows if there's no sax accompaniment that definitely going to be frowned upon by management.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. He's like standing on the counter with no shoes on.
Oh.
No, he's got shoes on.
Does he have shoes? I can't tell.
Hey, he's got like white
socks.
No, he's got like white Converse on, and he's got his bell bottom.
Oh, I guess you're right.
Socks.
Jesus Christ! I'm sorry. I thought they were socks.
Yeah. You should.
Is it
sorry,
me?
With it. Should be sorry.
You should be sorry.
All right. I don't know what actor could handle what McIntyre Murphy has to do in this scene, which is just stand there and look at Aretha Franklin while she's yelling at him.
Mm-hmm.
But he's so stiff and so weird, and but like trying not to be. He's kind of like got a little like bounce in his shoulder and stuff. Is like nodding his head a little bit. But like there's scenes like I think we just said this about Judge Smales at one point in Caddyshack when like Rodney's just like in his face or something at dinner or anything, and all that Ted Knight has to do is just stand there and like look angry, and it seems super awkward because he doesn't have anything to do. It seems very unnatural. And that's like 90% of the scene with McIntyre Murphy. It's just like all he has to do is stand there and be yelled at by Aretha Franklin. And he makes me very uncomfortable to look at, even though I love him. Does that make any sense?
I don't know. He just got to look, but he does do some dancing.
A little. It's like he's trying to sneak some dancing into it or something.
Yeah, he does.
Like
he
Matt, you're just supposed to be
line.
standing there and taking it. But yeah, just dance a little bit.
And he's just
There's
got to
music
respect
happening.
the song, no matter what he's being yelled at or not.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's really good. And you notice the crowd's all into it, and they're doing coordinated moves, like the other diners.
Just at the table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're just sitting there, and they've got the whole thing down.
Yeah.
I wish I hung out on Maxwell Street, where like just every diner you went into that could be such a great musical number like this just is happening with your hash browns. You know,
exactly. Except I'd feel I'd probably avoid it because I'm like, I really just want to eat hash browns. I don't want to like have to get up and do a dance.
Yeah, you're not.
Like, can I get away with not doing a dance?
Yeah, Tom is just kind of like he likes his music, but he likes his craft work and his
Devo.
His Devo.
The music has to be. Yeah. By the way, I'm a big fan of both those bands, but I think in order to appeal to Tom, it's not so much a soul-based thing. It's more of a. It has to be a bit nerdy and angular.
Yeah, it's got to be like early Depeche Mode.
Yeah. Well, no, it's not even that. It's not even. I mean, I would be fine listening to this, but it's like
can't get enough. I
can't get enough of these hash browns. I just want to sit and eat my food. I don't want to like have like a musical number burst around me that I have to then get involved in. I just want to. I don't want any. I don't want anything.
Enough. By the way, though, Tom, do you have any? And I know we like that. You like the hash. Everybody likes hash browns.
Sure.
But do you have any soul music? Do you have anything that there's some soul to it? Is it just the Devo and the Kraftwerk kind of thing? Not to say that music does not have soul, because I believe it does on some level.
But actual soul music or rhythm and blues.
Do you have any roots soul kind of American music?
I don't think I do. Mm-hmm. I'm thinking though. I might surprise myself, but I don't think I do.
Okay.
I've listened to like the same, like whatever actual physical collection of music I have, it's been the same for like 30 years.
Right.
So it's very like high school and college years curated.
He hasn't, you see, really haven't matured into a different.
No, I just stopped listening to music, I think.
Right.
Or like I stopped like seeking out new music or anything. Every once in a while I'll stumble on something and I'll be, oh, look at that.
Yeah.
And I'll add it to the queue.
Well, okay, let's. I'm going to challenge you on that. What was the last thing that made you think
God.
that?
Well, what sucks is a lot of it is really, really stupid poppy stuff.
So, tell me what it is.
Because that's what I hear. Like, I don't like. Where do you go to hear? Like,
that
how
stuff
am I supposed
is really
to find
good.
music? Some of it's great.
Yeah.
I think I said a long time ago, I decided I'm not going to critique myself for liking what should be really garbage music.
Right. Just like because it's for mass consumption doesn't mean that there wasn't some very talented people making this
because you did say that you liked the Beyonce album.
I do.
Oh, that's.
I don't know if I like there's isolated singles that I just go bananas for.
Well, that single that she did years ago, the one about what the hell is that?
Single Ladies? Yeah.
That is like
gotta be
one of the most impressive songs ever. It's so crazy good. It really is.
Yeah.
And the production's really fantastic and it's a great
song. What it is now. It's more about the producers and the production that put those things together.
And the video and stuff too. Yeah, you do wonder like, okay, well, she didn't write this song, but she's singing it. But she didn't like choreograph this thing, but it's a group thing.
And it's also like a multimedia package. You got the video, you got the production.
Yeah. And that's always been true. I mean,
No, it
has
actually
been videos that
sort
of put songs over the top.
It always hasn't been like that, no.
Always, since the advent of music videos. There's definitely a good video will always make a song better, or it can.
But I mean, come on, you watch a David Lee Roth video, right? Mm-hmm. You see that to go. But his genius, his songs are genius on their own without the music video, right?
Yeah.
Right? No, they're not, Tom. That's the joke. David Lee Roth is on the map because of the video.
His solo I don't know.
California Girls isn't really flying up the charts without the video of him strolling down, Venice Boulevard.
Yeah.
Venice
I fell
Beach.
for your trap.
Yeah, you did.
It's true.
You ain't lying.
I ain't not lying. Hey, speaking of John Landis, who directed this movie, he does this thing at the very end of the song, where everything freezes, and there's like 5 or 6 just quick, totally still shots of like, her and then McIntyre Murphy and the whole thing, and then McIntyre Murphy and then her. And he does this at least 2 other times that I can think of, and one of them in this movie. Like at the very, I'll just spoil it. At the very end of the movie.
Well, Carrie Fisher.
No. When the when the Bluesmobile
office.
sort of like collapses in front of the Cook County Assessor's office, and there's like a bunch of shots of like them, and then the statues that are right there, like in the side of the building.
Oh yeah,
and, like all these like everything, like just a bunch of shots of like people and things regarding what just happened.
Mm-hmm.
And like the same exact thing happens in Trading Places when they take Winthorpe away when he's been framed by, having the money with the big red X on it and stuff. And they cut to like a bunch of the portraits in that big crazy room, like as he's being led away. It's the exact same thing. Or just like, reaction of like these very still, like literally still just paintings and stuff of this thing that's happening.
Yeah, it's like it's a little montagey thing that he likes to do at the end. And it has a great power to it. Those stills in that moment,
especially like right here, like at the end of this big, cool, awesome, raucous, joyous thing, and then it's dead still, and it's done.
Well,
and you just need like a few seconds of like,
I don't know about that, but they, and then they all come out of it the exact same time. So it's like they said, okay, and now.
Right.
That everybody gets back into their life.
Right.
So that adds to that suspension of disbelief that this moment in time didn't happen. It was just a musical. It was a musical number, and then at the end of it, everybody just goes back as if it didn't happen.
Yeah. Which I'm not at all like a student of musicals, and I don't like seek them out or anything, but it feels like that's something that happens a lot in like even like old timey classical musicals.
Yeah, well, it's musicals. It's like a weaving in and out of, obviously music and real life, music and the movie.
Yeah,
so it's kind of like there is that kind of semi-permeable membrane there where it goes in and out. So there's that transition time, and that's what you're talking about. It's a transition from this musical number back into this dramatic scene in a sense.
Right. Like the guy like sitting at the table there, just any random dude there, will he like go home and be like, hey, I was at McIntyre Murphy's place with his old lady and the two CIA guys were there. We all sang Think. It was awesome. We kind of danced around and everything. Is like he gonna remember that? Is that like an actual thing that happened in his life?
And that's a good point. I think it's not. I think when it comes back, it's like it's not even a part of the memory.
Yeah, I think you might be right.
And I think if you were there in real time, if you were there in the drama moment, instead of the song and dance, it would just be the two of them having the conversation.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering now. Like, what would the actual conversation be? It's like, oh, shut up, woman. And she's like, hey, knock it the hell off. Think about what you're doing.
You're not going to talk about that. You walk out that door, you're not coming back.
Yeah.
It's like, well, okay. And that's, So I think that's what that was I think that is the reality.
Yeah.
But it was with the suspension of disbelief and the Pavlov's gun and this, that, and the other thing, and this
mise en scène,
other cliche,
Flash Funk,
Terry Funk, Dory Funk, Kabuki, and Manu, and
Blue Meanie,
Berserker, and
we couldn't go serious for too long. We couldn't be sincere for more than a few minutes.
No, just saying it's so it's kind of like you're between two worlds.
Yeah.
And as soon as that, so you have that transition time, like, okay, you freeze, and then we're transitioning back to life and scene.
Yeah.
Well, that's nice. What it was. It was, I like it when it was about the wrestling, when it was about Captain Lou Albano and Leaping Lanny Poffo and then Sammy Wrestler. Is this Sammy Wrestler? Yeah, you mentioned Hillbilly Jim. He was a real man of the people.
I ran into Hillbilly Jim at the airport one time in Detroit.
Are you being serious?
Yeah. My parents, I was like that was Sal, 8 or 9 years old.
Me too.
No, I'm thinking of that one was good. Yeah.
I stopped that. I didn't go into it because it's pretty blue.
It's really blue, yeah. No, mine was perfectly innocent, and I was 8 or 9 years old. And my parents talked me into going up to him, one of those things.
Oh, wow.
Was he in his overalls?
He knows when he was not in overalls, but you could really tell it was him. And George the Animal Steel was there too. And the second I started talking about George the Animal Steel was wearing like an actual button-up shirt and everything, like a regular guy. And the second I started talking to him, and I was like, "Mr. Steel," he like immediately went into character. Do you know what I mean? Like he knew how to deal with that situation. And I remember as a kid being so impressed by how on the ball he was,
Yeah.
That's awesome.
He's like, really it's cool. Like, oh, this is my son. It's like, yeah, what is it, little boy? That sort of friendly, mean thing. It was great.
Yeah, because he was a heel.
Was he in Ed Wood? Did he play Tor Johnson in Ed Wood?
He played Tor Johnson. That's right.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's really good. I mean, he was born to play Tor Johnson.
Yeah, what were they going to do if they didn't have him to play Tor Johnson?
Was he more born to play Tor Johnson than
Tor Johnson?
What's her name? Tor Johnson. Was he more born to play Tor Johnson than Shelley Duvall was born to play Olive Oyl?
God, I knew you were going to say that. That's impossible to answer. Don't even ask it.
So wait,
she's been training her entire life for it. Her eyes bugging out.
Was Tor Johnson also in The Killing?
Wow.
No, who's that guy?
That's a different guy.
But the guy who runs the guy who runs the chess place.
Yeah, he's the one that causes a diversion at the racetrack. But that's another great movie.
But that's The Killing. But that's a great scene though, because they have him come in because he's a wrestler. He's like an ex-wrestler or something. They have him come into
current chess teacher, past wrestler.
Yeah. But during that scene,
Russian stereotype.
Yeah. But that scene though, when he causes the ruckus, the film gets all sped up a little bit, or something. There's something weird about that scene because everybody starts coming at him, and he's just throwing people the side. He's just like he's flipping people over his back.
And it's like 1950s wrestling moves. Like he's got one man on each arm, so he starts to do the twirling thing where they fly off.
Yeah. And it's just the sound effects. It's just like, it's just people rustling boxes and throwing boxes on the ground.
I love those sound effects.
Sound effects are all just like, or that during that fight in the mannequin factory, it's just like, ow,
or Jonathan Winters.
Like they purchased some fight audio that from Getty Images or something, some free open source fight sounds.
A couple of people got into an actual fight once and they recorded it and they used it for every fight. It's like whenever you hear that hawk call, you hear on the echoey hawk call. It's like they use the same one for every single fight.
Some guy got rich.
I've
tried to find that. I've tried to find the exact Peter Pan records, all the kid records. They would have this fight sound. It sounds like the one you're doing, just up, guys making grunting sounds and kicking boxes and stuff. And I've tried to find that exact track and I can't find it anywhere.
Yeah, it's like I grew up. You grow up listening to that, and then when you get in your first tussle and your first fight, you expect to hear that. You expect to hear this box cardboard box on cardboard box
we can't start fighting. Where are the boxes? Nobody brought the boxes. How are we going to do this? Yeah, it's like either Batman's fighting somebody or Popeye's fighting somebody or whoever's in this kid's records.
Wait a minute. Now, The Killing. I mixed the two up. The one in the mannequin factory is Killer's Kiss.
Killer's Kiss, right?
That's the one I haven't
the boxer.
Seen.
That's the one with the boxer, and then he fights the guy. He fights the guy in the mannequin factory, and that's that one. But The Killing is the one where
up.
Yeah, the Tor Johnson lookalike, who's the Russian chess player, is just throwing people left and right.
I wonder if he used a real. That guy can't be a real actor, just because he is totally incomprehensible in that movie. You cannot tell what he's saying, and he cannot. And he's very stiff. Also, I wonder if it's somebody that Stanley Kubrick knew from the whole chess circuit.
Oh wow!
In New York when he was younger.
Yeah, but he has he's got the chops of a wrestler though, because he's got the moves.
Oh yeah, he's got the twirling one, and there's one where they grab him and the shirt flies off.
Yeah, it's it was like it's all written into the script like a WWF.
Oh no, my
shirt flies right off.
Yeah,
my wife gave me that
It's
shirt.
Like, dude, I know you've got that shirt rigged to fly off, and it flies off that easily.
Yeah,
but the
film speed's just a little bit faster too. The bodies are flying a little too fast.
I wanted to make a fight scene like that in college. I wanted to do a kind of 60s kind of early James Bond fight scene where it seems like they kind of cut. Every time a fist would hit something, it would be like they cut out 3 frames or something. It'd be this like weird, like fast jerkiness to everything. I wanted to try that, and I never did.
There's a lot of things you didn't do.
Be fun to do that with just take an existing movie, like an existing fight scene, and just edit it, like cut out
some frames.
Yeah, I have the music from On Her Majesty's Secret Service stuck in my head because that's the fight scene I'm picturing.
Mm.
Yeah.
What fight scene that from, Tom?
That's Star Trek.
Yeah.
Isn't
Who's fighting who there?
That is Kirk fighting Spock.
Exactly.
That's the one where I had to turn it off as a kid because I thought Spock had literally just buried an axe in Kirk's chest. Killed him dead.
That's tough.
Yeah. No, my wife said to me tonight, by the way, she was upset that I was recording. She's like, "Oh, I wanted to watch Star Trek with you." And I said,
"Oh, boy."
Relax.
And we held each other tenderly for a few moments and
braggart.
What you had.
My girlfriend will never watch. She will never watch Mystery Science Theater 3000 with me. It drives me crazy.
That's sad.
She refuses to watch it.
I'm sorry.
Like, I always just she goes, "Whatever you want," and then I go, "Well, what about we watch I Accuse My Parents" or something like that, and Mystery Science, or maybe let's watch Warrior of a Lost World or one of the other episodes, and she just stares. Just keeps staring, and I have to change it. I have to go, okay, something else.
Yeah,
sorry,
I don't matter. I'm okay with it. I just won't matter.
I'm sure she has other nice qualities.
I don't get when people don't like that stuff. Anyway,
I feel like my wife and I are strangely compatible with TV, like in ways that it seems like other couples are not.
No, or
I think we've lucked out.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Can you think
That's all
of
we
any
have is TV.
Show that you like that she doesn't like?
There are things like if she's out of town or something, or if I got the TV to myself somehow, I will watch like some weird horror movie that I heard was good or something. Like most shows we're both sort of into. It's a perfect marriage.
The Shining is playing here next week, and I'm just going to go see it and listen for Scatman Crothers to do the whistle when he says toast.
Say when someone burns toast. God,
I think I'm going to go see it next week. Yeah.
You should.
It's on the big screen.
And just whistle as he does it. So like people go, wait, what? Who?
It'd be great if everybody in the crowd whistled too.
Bring your slide whistles.
It's like Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all there is to it. Tom, didn't you have a Mr. Man?
I do. Yes, I do. And again, you guys can weigh this against a feather, see if you think it works. We've got this train going. We got the Mr. Should I just play the train right now for the people so they catch us up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Recap.
Should we do it or should you play it?
I'm gonna play it.
No, he's gonna play it.
Yeah.
Go ahead, play it.
Okay, here we go.
Mr. Man! Mr. Man!
You want a hamburger? No, a cheeseburger.
Toby Wong. Toby Wong, Toby Wong. Toby Chung, fucking Charlie Chan.
Sir! Sir!
Fuck me. Fuck me.
Okay, so that's where we are so far. We've gotten all the way through fuck me, fuck
Swearing.
me.
Yeah.
Fuck me? Fuck me.
Fuck you.
And so now I've got, I think you guys will know what I'm talking about. I'll tack this on if we find it worthy. Okay. Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Cameron is sitting in his car. He's all pissed off. He'll keep calling me. He'll keep calling me. He'll make me feel guilty. Yeah. Is that whole scene? But it's the very moment he's like, he'll keep calling me. He'll make me feel guilty.
How many he'll keep calling me? Does he do 2?
Does he repeat it?
He does like 3 or he does like 3.
Calling me.
Calling me. He'll keep calling me.
He'll make me feel guilty. He doesn't go up or down. Doesn't do the up and down.
Well, no, he does it goes from the he'll keep calling me is considered the higher, Mr. Man, and then he'll make me feel guilty is the Mr. Man. He'll keep calling me, he'll make me feel guilty.
Is that how he even says it?
Yeah, I double checked because I didn't want to like pass off some.
All right, I say
I'm on the fence with this one.
All right,
we have to hear it. Let's play.
Okay,
it.
All right.
He'll keep calling me. He'll keep calling me until I come over.
That part does. Because when he goes to call me till I come over.
Yeah.
It's got the same like dip.
Yeah. All right, put it on.
All right.
Where does it start?
I don't know. You could put like a couple of he'll keep calling me, or maybe just the one keep calling me.
All right, we ready to go?
No, it's got to have a little bit of length to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does require a little bit of like at least implied repetition, if not actual repetition.
Yeah, you have to establish it has to be established.
Well, he's got two. He'll keep calling me. He'll keep calling me until I come over. Is that enough?
Yeah, I think if you do, he'll keep at least two. He'll keep calling me's and then include the dip.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna shine like mirrors.
Fucking mirrors. He's made a lot of money too.
Made a lot of money too. Yeah. He's the best. You're getting fucking fresh. No.
I don't shine shoes no more.
You're a little out of line yourself.
Nobody took the bus up to prison and made an appointment to see you and then called you out of your cell and then you sit down and they tell you that I don't shine shoes anymore.
Maybe they don't.
I came up there and told you that.
But that line from De Niro, that was like him actually like parodying himself, like being, like
which one?
He was De Niro playing Robert De Niro. No, you're a little out of line yourself. Insulted him a little bit. That was like him creating like his own.
That's funny.
No. Oh, yeah. You're a little out of line yourself.
So what do we do now? Just sit here with this shit?
Yeah, we just fester for a little while.
All right. Well, okay.
I mean, like, maybe we're done. This is a fantastic musical number. I think we've communicated the joy and excitement we get from it. Mm-hmm. What the fuck else you want? Jesus Christ.
I like that she calls him Matt Guitar Murphy.
I love that. I quote that all the time. Without Matt Guitar Murphy.
Yeah, I don't think a lot of wives will use the nickname. Like this. Did Jody ever go like, hey, Tall Tom?
Yeah. I wonder if that's a dig at them. Like they think of him as Matt Guitar Murphy. And she's like, no, you don't get Matt Guitar Murphy. He's mine.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think
she's
it is.
Validating
I think she's
him.
kind of giving him a dig there. I don't know.
I think she's validating him. She's validating the fact that, that's his old life. Matt Guitar Murphy is not going anywhere. He's not sliding around with his old white hoodlum frame.
Do people use the word honky anymore? Is that a thing?
Was that ever really derogatory? Like you couldn't say that?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think it was like, I don't know.
It's designed to be used, that one, forever.
Where does that, okay, where do the origins of honky come from? Because I
have no idea.
Like
I do have a computer, though.
Like, yeah, what is that even, what is the reference to that?
Yeah.
Honky.
The first recorded use in this context may date back to 1946, although the use of honky-tonk occurred in films well before that time. The exact origin is generally unknown, and it varies. And the etymology is a bit, kind of convoluted.
Yeah, it's not a bad word. Confusing after reading that.
Yeah.
Short for honky-tonk kind of makes sense, doesn't it?
Does it?
Cracker, like white.
Yeah, because it's you're saying redneck or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're always hanging out in those honky-tonks.
I think like the term we discussed, grass in Caddyshack.
Oh yeah, grass.
calling pot grass. Yeah, bad caddying, poor caddying.
Bad caddying.
I think I like the term honky for that same reason. It's from a bygone era. It seems like I wouldn't know.
You're going down to that honky-tonk to hang out with your old white hoodlum friends,
with your CIA agent buddies. Yeah. Now, do we think she's is her character musical at all? Does she care at all that he's Matt Guitar Murphy? Is she impressed with that?
Oh, she's got her own business.
Yeah.
A restaurant.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's just like a piece of magic. Like she's not a performer. He is. She doesn't like his performance lifestyles, performance ways, but it just so happens I can do this. Boom. Out of nowhere.
Yeah.
That's how I've always thought about it.
And she also brought in another musician, Blue Lou.
Yeah. She knew what she was getting into when she bought her tickets. Mm-hmm. I say, let her run a restaurant by herself.
All right.
I say, they knew what they were getting.
All right, do your goddamn trivia.
All right.
Oh, I had no idea. Trivia.
Who knew?
Oh, my goodness. I still have
Drake.
that Goodfellas trivia up. Should we do more Goodfellas trivia? Oh, the French.
No, should it be Goodfellas or
The
something
French.
else? Yeah.
Doesn't have to be. It could be.
You got any Caddyshack sitting around?
I got Caddyshack right here, man.
Let me hear that creep.
The French.
The
Champagne
French.
is always known for its excellence.
Peas.
It's fermented in the
What
bottle. And like any of the finest French champagnes, it's vintage date.
I like the way he mixes champagne into 2 words.
The French.
Okay. You know, it's weird. You see, there's a Dick Cavett with him from the old days, and he's so charming and like just affable
so
and great. Yeah, and you'd expect him either to be drunk or just like a bitter crank or something.
Mm-hmm.
But he's just totally cool, and I'm glad I got to see that because all you ever see is like, you know, the bitter old washed up drunk dude. Anywho, this is Caddyshack trivia. This is a par 3, guys. Do you think we can handle this? Par 3?
The French.
Oh, yeah, I can do it.
There's 3 questions on it.
Is always known for its excellence.
French.
Did you ever see the final version of that commercial?
Yeah,
they cut him out completely.
No, he's in it. He nails it.
Well, no, I think they don't. They might show him at some point, but for most of it, it's just like shots of like wine being poured and people drinking wine and stuff. And he's like doing an overdub that they must have done later, like when they got some hot coffee in him or something.
They did it later.
And then he kind of nails it. Yeah.
Oh. Well,
anywho, okay. Caddyshack trivia.
All right.
Number 1.
Trivia.
Finish Sandy's line. Carl, I want you to kill all the blank on the golf course. Dum 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 dum
Golfers.
Dum 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 dum. Golfers.
Golfers.
It's not gawkers or gophers or caddies. Okay.
Wait a minute. He said Sandy says that?
Yeah.
Sandy McFiddish.
Yeah.
But he says gophers.
Oh, well, you could have fooled me, you fuzzy little foreigner.
But he doesn't say golfers. That's what he.
No, he doesn't. But we were just joking because I think it's.
All right, whatever. Let's go to the next one. Come on.
Yeah, come on.
Get us a drink. Let's go.
All right. What malady does Spalding have?
Asthma.
He's got asthma.
Asthma.
Sucks to your asthma.
He's an asshole.
Yeah.
He's a mean son of a bitch, though.
He's a doughy asshole.
He's a guy who would take you in his basement and hit you in the head with a ball peen hammer.
You like that? I'm
just to see what it does.
Smales. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's him. Last question. Judge Smales sneers at the people at the card table. Don't you people have blank?
Holmes.
Yeah. Yeah. And that was trivia.
Oh, great.
See?
Yeah. That's terrific.
I wish that happened the rest of the day. If I could say a word and then music would play. That would be great.
Yeah, that would be good.
I don't know why that would be horrifying. I don't know.
Yeah, it might be tough if the word was really common.
At all.
Yeah. Oh my God.
You're like. You'd make sure that would stop you from using it frivolously.
I keep meaning to at the beginning of an episode saying this is the episode where I don't say like or or even and I haven't tried it yet, and I know I wouldn't make it, but it'd be interesting to try.
What's the episode where you're not going to clear your throat during it?
Did I do it much this time? I don't know. I do that a lot. I'm sorry.
Gold dust. Ooh.
I think that when they teach you when you do that, like public speaking or all that, they teach you instead of interjecting any of that stuff, just to be silent and just wait.
Yeah.
Just take a breath. You don't need to do it. Gather what you're going to say and then say it in a very direct way.
People sound very impressive and intelligent when they don't do and stuff.
Right. Watch that Dick Cavett show. I bet you between Cavett and Orson Welles, there are 0 ums and
Yeah, that could be true.
Bullshit. They're both very eloquent people.
They are. They could put words together. God damn it.
Right. Not uncouth.
No. You know what we didn't do last time? We didn't thank our patrons. We should do that right now.
Oh, yeah.
I want to thank all our buddies like Mark Mavora and Captain America, and not only Pork Snorterhouse, but also Snoke Porterhouse. And May Flores and Matt Carson and Scott Bishop. Thank you all.
Matt Haiku Carson. like Guitar Murphy.
Yeah.
There's the haiku obituaries. I almost said that. No, I'm saying we also got to thank our other Patreons, who's Dory Funk and Terry Funk and Flash Funk and Hoss Funk
and Goonies and dinosaurs and werewolves. And
that was the best when he calls up that guy. Hey, I'm gonna see you at the reunion coming up. Remember when you and I did this? And then he goes, remember when Principal Olsen got bit by that werewolf? And
yeah,
I think it was you. That shot him with the silver bullet. He's like, what? Huh?
What? He's like, well, I gotta go.
I don't think we went to the same school. Yeah, I gotta go.
Yeah, that's really good.
It was out of the blue.
Yeah,
it was out of the blue. Like he was talking about. Remember when we went to that sock hop? And he's like, no, I don't remember that. And he goes, oh, you must remember when Principal Olsen got bit by that werewolf.
Yeah.
And you had to shoot him with that silver bullet. It's like, no, I don't think we went to the same school.
Oh, my God.
All right, now. Flash Funk and Terry Funk and Hoss Funk.
All right, everybody.
Put it up.
All right.
Name your favorite wrestler and come back next time for, we'll see what happens. Matt Guitar Murphy's gotten a talking to, a singing to. We'll see how he reacts to this next time here on the Blues Brothers Minute.
Hey, you scratched my ankle.
Hey, thanks for listening to the show. Please find us online at bluesbrothersminute.com. That's Blues, B-R-O-S Minute. And then find us on Facebook at Blues Brothers Minute, same spelling, and at Twitter at Blues Bros Min. And if you want to support the show and get some fun stuff like early access to shows and postcards from the three of us, go to www.patreon.com/ditchdiggers. You'll be glad you did. And if you love this show, you will not hate the Caddyshack Minute, which you can find in the podcatcher of your choice, or you can head over to caddyshackminute.com. See you next time.